When we're looking at the Scott X3 Pro Air Pack, we have an option on regulators. We can go with our regulator, Easy Flow, mask mounted regulator with the AV3000 mask. With the purge valve on the side, positive locking switch, and our donning doffing switch. Of course, we have our heads up display, which then shows into our mask. We also have an option for Scott's newly released C5 regulator and C5 mask. C5 mask offers a wider field of vision, slightly reduced profile. The regulator also has some updated features. Again, we stick with familiarity. We have our purge valve on the side, but instead of our donning doffing switch on the side, that's now integrated in with our positive lock. So it's one action that unlocks the mask, unlocks the regulator from the mask, and also activates our air saver switch. On top now we have buddy lights. So these buddy lights mirror what show inside the user's heads-up display so that all the crew members can see it. Both of these Scott regulators have an end-of-service life indicator called Vibra Alert. So with our Vibra Alert, it does both an audible and a tactile. So it still does our audible sound to let us know we're at end of service life at our 33% bottle capacity, but also now does a vibration that can be felt by the user, so there's no doubt on who is at end of service. Also upgraded on the C5 is the exhalation path. We know as firefighters that fatigue comes on our exhalation breath. It's no problem to get an inhalation because of the positive pressure, but our fatigue on the fire ground can come from exhalation. So Scott has made some changes to the C5 regulator, one of which is they've chamfered all the edges on our exhalation path so that air flows out easier. Air flows out easier, it's easier on us, which means more efficiency on the fire ground. Both of our regulators, the Vibra Alert end of service time indicator, use about 4 liters of air per minute. One of the things that's unique to Scott is that that air is not exhausted to the outside. That air is actually exhausted into the regulator for us to use. If we look at that in a practical sense, if we're on a 45-minute cylinder, we're looking at about 60 liters of air, which translates to about 1.5 minutes of breathing air. So anytime we can utilize that air by having it exhausted into the regulator and not to the exterior, puts us in a better situation, especially if we're at low bottle condition.